Oh, recording.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. We're on the air, Cindy. So we're going to do the reading today. And Cindy asked if I would do her uh, card session for her. So I'm really excited today to meet Cindy. We talked before, and then so we're just going to get right into it. I have several decks here, and hopefully we're going to find out some more information maybe that she didn't know about herself and her star family or anything at all. So I'm going to start shuffling, and you can ask at any time any questions, Cindy,
Thank you.
Yeah. So shuffling, tuning into your higher self. Takes me a minute to relax into your energy. I'm seeing like me and you in like a spaceship, and we're facing each other, and like if it was doing like a healing session, so we're just facing each other and kind of
Great.
breathing and relaxing. Hey, Dad, will you move that fan off of me because it's blowing my hair in my face? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I really appreciate you doing this with me too, Cindy. I appreciate that.
Oh, I so
Your
appreciate you
support.
doing it.
I keep seeing the Dogman. I don't know if you've had that before come up. Dogman from Sirius, like the dog, the bipedal dog, like a German Shepherd or a hyena dog man. You know, I don't know if you've seen that before. Let's see.
Funny, I'm at my son's. He actually has a German Shepherd dog.
Oh, okay. That's probably like he feels like he's a protector of the family, though. Like that
Yes.
dog. Like it's a Syrian dog. And today's 7/7, the portal.
Yes.
It's a Sirius. The connects to Sirius, the dog star. I can see you doing like the breath work, like a workshops and stuff, doing the breath work. Have you heard of breath work?
I have, and actually, I was listening to something about that, and it was going to be something I was going to start looking into.
Yeah, that kind of helps, like with the relaxation and kind of expands your auric field too and keeps you cleansed out doing that breath work. And it's good for anxiety and all that, the breath. You can just probably look that up on the internet, and
Yes.
see if there's some things you might like. Because I'm seeing you using the sound therapy, like those sound bowls, like that being done.
Mm-hmm.
And also that you like are a facilitator of that too, a teacher. So I don't know if you have interest in that, because I can see you as a teacher, as a spiritual teacher, in like it looks like everybody's like laying down on the floor, and you're like have those sound bowls, those that
Mm-hmm.
you
Singing
know,
bowls.
yeah, yeah, like you're sitting in the middle. Okay, all right, so here we go. And I just draw these, and then I'll do the next ones here after there.
Okay.
So this is going to be the light language here.
I love light language. I don't know anything much about it, but
Yeah,
I just love it.
I think it tunes into the etheric field, and then it
Mm-hmm.
just brings it into us, those codes, and some things we don't know the translation to because it's not in English,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. So how I kind of think of it. Shaman, see? The shaman, that's for
Oh.
you. Like doing the drumming and
Mm-hmm.
the rattles and all of that. I see that. Oh, I didn't know about this one, the kitten programming. Do you know about that with the
I
the
don't know. I don't know much about it, but I think it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's going to be with the with the super soldier, the SSP, how they fracture our minds, and then that's one of the programs is the kitten program. It's going to be so it's more of the beta, like a beta sex slave. So I don't know if has Dr. Kim shared that or anything with you that like with the super soldier,
I
then
think she has
yeah. So
briefly.
it's that's going to be more of a um like if you was a spy agent, and then also that you use that programming to manipulate the person to give you the information. So that kitten program is like a seductive, you know um how you move and everything is like the cat, just to get what you need from the person, from the target. So
Okay.
yeah, and trust your intuition.
Hmm. I should take a picture of that one.
Yeah. Some more. This seems to be like an activation for like Kundalini.
Mm, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Feels good, like it lights, like it goes
Hmm.
all the way up the crown. Oh, so maybe we're witch sisters. Has she told you that? Are you like a weather witch or any
And
kind
she
of?
hasn't mentioned anything about a witch.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
am like I have done a little bit of reading at like, and I like listening to witch stuff.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Me too. Rock collector. This comes
Well,
up quite a bit for the readings.
yes, I have a lot of crystals.
In a stasis pod. So this is going to be if there's clones of you, with the super soldier program, with the SSP, how they
Mhm.
create clones of you. And so these clones are kept in stasis pods until they're ready to be activated. Ocean energy. So, oh, I see that.
Yes,
I see you floating in
Dr.
the ocean.
Dr. Kim said I need to be near water.
Yeah. I see you doing like almost like a cleansing, like with the ocean, like doing like this over you're standing in there and you're just doing like this, like it's a cleansing ritual or something.
Hmm.
The water's like Hawaii looking place.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah. Soulmate connection. And that can be with animals, with anything.
Yeah.
Children. This came up too before in other ones. This seems to be like a dolphin skin, like being, maybe ocean being that's like dolphin skin. Ah, look at this. You work with dolphins in the SSP. That
Yeah.
is funny, huh?
Yes.
This is telling a story. So what do you think about, do you see dolphins ever, like with the super soldier stuff or with the SSP, or
I have no
remember?
memory. I have no memory if I do.
Yeah, because you would be able to call them with your psionic abilities. You would be able to communicate with them telepathically, or using however whatever you was taught to use to call them and speak with them. Usually it's just telepathic, but it seems like you have a language too that you would be able to. It's like some kind of a language. um I don't know. So I'm kind of seeing you speaking it when
I'm
they're
just.
right there, like they're right there, like you're talking to them,
Mhm.
and like you're holding their mouth, and then you're talking to them and kissing them. The dolphins,
Oh,
the bottlenose dolphins. Look at that, telling a story. underwater base.
Mm.
So this is that program that I was thinking, where
Mm-hmm.
you, because those dolphins, they're part of this base underwater, and um so you would travel here, and then they're used for helping you get to stargates, or helping you find things. You can swim underwater um with them and hold your breath, but like I think we have a suit that we use to swim underwater
Mm-hmm.
for long ways and stuff, so that's not an issue ever. But and it might be to cloak your energy as well, so you can't be
Yes.
seen like that. But going into stargates and stuff too, like how that is, how that
Mm-hmm.
maybe going undercover to find different bases too in those places. And this is good. Put yourself first.
Hmm. That's a good one.
And it's telling a story here, visiting the deep underground military bases and astral.
Hmm.
So this is like the underwater base,
Mm-hmm.
or any of the bases that are underground, they're all over the place, and under the United States, under South America, under, they're everywhere, because they all kind of link together by a train system,
Yeah.
they kind of all link together.
I'm sure there's some in Canada as well. I'm in Canada.
Yeah, definitely so. And here's the UFO abduction. So do you recall that when you were little, that happening, or
Not really,
anytime?
no. No.
Hmm. Yeah, that would have happened when you were little, so you could be taken into the programs, and then you returned back. So they would have, like, if you were sleeping around age
Yes.
5 or so, you would be sleeping, then they would take you out, put you over here, and do all the programming stuff, and then take you out, put you back to bed, and no missing time or anything happened, because they just can stop time or
Yes.
rewind time, or if you did have missing time, they would want you to know about it. But usually when you're little, they just take you, I think, when you're sleeping,
Wow.
and then you would
Interesting.
be over here, and then they would have got your genetics, so they could make clones of you and put you in the programs, and started the mind fracturing stuff, that all that's going on, when you're little. That's when they do that. I think it has to be before age 7, that the mind fracturing happens. So it's through trauma, through sexual trauma,
Mm-hmm.
that mind split occurs, because the mind can't handle that much um, information and trauma and
Yeah.
pain. So it just goes over here, and then another alter comes forward, and this is what they're gonna get, and then they program that to be whatever they need.
Wow.
This is, don't doubt what you hear, see, and feel.
Hmm.
So maybe just trusting yourself more with things, or when you think of something, that's not a normal thought, then, you know, maybe ask Dr. Kim, or, kind of, um,
Yes.
just trust yourself with that, or meditate, or however. I think meditation, do you meditate at all? Do you
No,
meditate?
not really.
Hmm. I know I don't really either. I usually exercise and meditate, but I can't. It's hard for me to just sit and,
Me
'cause
too.
my mind just doesn't stop. It's hard to make my mind just stop. So I don't know what your astrology sign is, but maybe you might know Virgo.
I'm a Libra.
Oh, okay. Some earth energy there. You see beyond the veil.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is like I thought of the witch stuff too. You know how the witches see, they have the gift of sight and all the many gifts too, you know. So I can see you in a lifetime as a witch doing that too, doing the like
Yeah, I don't
seems
remember
like
any of my past lives. I wish I like really wish I could, but
yeah.
I don't.
I don't
Been
know if you have connections like with the Celtic or anything, or if you liked it looking like at the Celtic um the goddesses and stuff, you know, of that, because I can see you kind of connected with some of the goddesses in the Celtic, like the Morgan and Bridget, you know, those goddesses that
Mm,
they, yeah, you might look those up and see which ones you resonate with.
yes. Hmm. That's different looking.
Yeah, they seem like they're on ships or something, you know.
Yes.
More light language seems more technical. This here, it's like a
Nice.
like. hmm
Hmm.
Oh, so the empath.
Oh,
hmm
yes.
Yeah, can see that. I can see you going to the grocery store and then you coming out and you're in a different mindset because you absorbed a lot of people's stuff, you know? So,
Yes.
like that might happen. Psionic shape shifting.
I'm
So
not sure what that is.
this is going to be using your abilities to shapeshift into different beings or be interdimensional. You know, the dog man or even the feline form, because I can see you as a tall feline being as well. And she has like a cat face, and she's really a little bitty body too, you know. But she's really seductive with her tail. She has a really
Okay.
long tail. Yeah.
Interesting.
So those are some forms maybe that you have that you take on in other realities, you
Yeah.
know, in other places. Not the super soldier, not the just in other places that you have aspects of you, you know. This says heal your body with Reiki.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's what we're kind of doing.
Yes. All
This
right.
is a Reiki symbol, Chokuray. So it's like a power symbol. It kind of clears the energy. You know,
Oh, nice. I like that.
yeah. Oh, so this says seeing your clone aspects in astral.
Hmm.
So you might maybe you've seen them before. I don't know. They might they they could be really any form though. You know, it's because it's an aspect of you.
Yeah.
So you know, it kind of really just like what you feel like this person feels like familiar. It might be an aspect of you. Oh, it says don't tell me no.
That's funny.
Some more beings, they seem like they're kind of on the ships too, maybe communicating, maybe like doing the DNA or scientists and stuff.
Yes.
Because I can see like in the middle, if you was in the middle there, and you would be maybe rotating like one of your clones or something, the clone, and then they're just programming the clone.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, here's New Mexico petroglyphs.
Hmm. I'm not sure what that is.
Those are the on the in the ancient sites in New Mexico had the Native Americans, they wrote on the or they carved out the things that they seen on the cave on the rock art, you know. You know
Oh,
how they have the rock art?
yes.
It's kind of everywhere really, you know, not just in New Mexico. kind of everywhere. It was like their paper. This is the shapeshifter, the like the werewolf.
Hmm.
It's a Native American name though. That's what the Cherokee call
Wow.
that werewolf. It's a shapeshifter. Crystal City.
Hmm.
Might be like I thought of Atlantis, because Atlantis had like all the crystals and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe maybe you programmed the crystals to help, like, I see you doing something with the crystals in like a lab, and you're like a scientist or something there. Not, it's just like I don't know what you'd be doing. It seems to be like powering up the place though. Like you're like a Nikola Tesla person, with the energy or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're using to create the energy of the place. So
Wow.
yeah, I think you have that kind of you have the Nikola Tesla kind of inventor of things, like that. The star ancestors. That's going to be your star ancestors, your Pleiadians, Syrians, Orion, all the people that you can think of, or uh, you know, they might be they might seem angelic, and that might be Pleiadians.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different names,
Yes. Oh, I know. And I'm just starting to learn about most of
Yeah.
them now. So,
I just say I call in my star ancestors, 'cause instead of naming everything, I just
hmm
say all my star ancestors, so then I don't miss out. I don't miss anyone. Star ancestors, friends, and family to come and be with me, I say stuff like that. You're very strong physically.
mm.
I see you gardening, doing things gardening. Oh, see, here's the 20 and back.
Oh, yes.
This is saying Pleiadian energy, intuitive, sensitive, imaginative, radiant, communicate, empathic, healer. That's you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the praying mantis. This might be one of your. You might see them. They might be part of the abduction, though.
Yes.
You might see them in abduction experiences. Yeah, I think so. Oh, the reptilian DNA. I can see that. Oh, I'm remembering what Dr. Kim was saying about, were you at like a base or working with the reptilians, or did oh, I seen you as a person in a base on the moon. Now I remember. I remember that.
And she said I do things with DNA, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, because I could see you as like the boss of, and then the all of them are in the classroom, and you're like the head person that tells them all what to do.
Wow.
And it's at a base, and you're really tall too. You're really tall, and you have that whip thing, like
Yeah.
that stick, like you hit the desk, if they don't pay attention. So it might be like hybrids that are there too that you are. I don't think it's hybrids. It's more like military people though, but I can't they're they're really alien more than, because you don't you look you have alien, like reptilian. You almost look like you're tall reptilian, like really tall, like you
Oh,
can
wow.
shape shift into that too,
Yeah.
and you have a tail, and you're really tall, like Because you look like a real tall, like slender, how the little lizard,
Hmm.
like that, but so it's real slender body and tail, and then you would just, and your tail moves and stuff too when you're walking.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you can shape shift your face to be whatever you want it to look like too.
Awesome.
So yeah, so that's all of those. Now I'll draw these cards here. Yeah, that's really fun too, to see those, to know that you're like a teacher. And I don't know, I'm seeing, it's not letting me see who the kids are, if they're kids or if they're what do you feel with that? Or did Dr. Kim say who you were teaching?
No, she did not.
Yeah, because it seems it's not showing, not letting me see who they look like. Because I think it's people who are working there on that, at the moon. It's like on the moon base in Jupiter too, and you do with the genetics, making sure that that it's top of the line, like testing the beings too, like you have them do like obstacle courses and stuff, and you just put them through a lot of training, and you make sure that they are top of the line in, on point and everything, like
Wow.
like top military person. Yeah, you don't want to. Nobody wants to mess with you for sure. In that, in that form, they do exactly what you say, because you address it right away. Any issue.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I've seen myself do this before, so I'm seeing you doing this too. So I don't know this if this resonates or not, but like I see you flying like a helicopter in a training situation, and uh it's, I don't know if it's a helicopter, but it's like you're out in the desert, so it seems like it maybe, I don't know where it's at, if it's Mars or however, but it's going to be like, um you have a team of men and women there that are like super soldiers, and then you tell them what they have to do. You drop them off in the desert, and then they have to fight, like in that Dune movie, that worm or
Hmm.
something comes up out of the desert. And so you're making sure that they all stick together and don't leave any of their teammates behind. And um and so if they do, then you, like, I could see you doing this, because I saw that I did this, but I'm seeing you do this too. So that's kind of strange to see that, to see the same thing. So it might be some kind of um something that we're trained to do. Maybe I
Hmm.
have that form, I have that form as well. But you if they leave a man behind, because he was like
Hmm.
almost eaten or half eaten, then, and they run to the get safety on the helicopter where you're waiting, then you would drop them off, tell them to get out of the helicopter, all of the whole team, and then you would go and recover that body and get the body, and then you, by yourself with the body, would just go back to the base and then make the team walk back to the base, so because they didn't care about their teammate,
Yes.
so
Wow.
like I can see that, because she was like, "Where's so and so?" And then they're like, "He didn't make it." And then you're like, "Where's the body?" Then they didn't answer. So you get really mad that they left them behind, because it must be some training that we're taught, as as like the captains or whatever of the team, to never leave any of them behind. You know, Like, don't leave, because
Yeah,
those pieces can be recovered and put in a regen tank, and then they're they can be grown into a new body.
that's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, they can make a new clone out of just the half of a body, or half of just a piece of them left. So I have these. Now I'm shuffling those,
Okay.
new deck here. Yeah.
You
The,
must draw every day, do you?
huh?
You draw every day?
I do. I just lay in the floor and watch movies and stuff, on my tablet,
Mm-hmm.
and then or videos and stuff, and if I feel like it. So sometimes I don't. Sometimes it stops, like, and I can't get anything. Like, it doesn't, nothing comes out. And so I know I wait until I feel like it's a download. So then I'll fill out like 4 decks of cards all in all in like a couple hours.
Yes.
Like, I did that last night, so because I'll watch certain movies too. Like, I was watching a spy movie, so that gave me a lot of activation, you know,
Wow.
in astral and stuff, like I'll have
Mm-hmm.
more dreams and stuff. So if you watch those kinds of movies, maybe, that might help you with the dream state too, astral, and you might start dreaming differently too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really dream. Well, I don't recall my dreams.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too many. The odd one I will, but
Ooh, a lot's coming out of these. Quite a bit. I just do it until it stops too, so I don't, making sure my hair's not in my face. I feel real hot too, the energy and stuff. There's like an activation. You know how when
yes,
Kim talks, how she says, "Oh, I'm burning up," so
yes.
it's like like that.
Wow.
So I made some of these last night. Tiger's eye, the stone, you might
Mm-hmm.
look at, I'm sure you have that if you collect stones and stuff.
Yes.
Malachite. Clearing.
Mm.
Dolphin Reiki healer. There's the dolphins again.
Yes.
Warrior priestess blood. I see that the Celtic goddesses.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like the Viking, that kind of energy is a like a past life. Sage the home.
Oh, yes.
Quartz. So,
Hmm.
oh, dispel negative energy. That's at any time.
Yes.
That's just reminders. You wear black obsidian. It
I have it. I
it
don't have it.
dispels the negative energy.
Yes. I'm actually, because we're actually moving, so I actually have most of my stones right now packed up.
Oh, okay.
But I have a few still that's out, but I'm not quite sure
Yeah.
which ones I have out, but I will be checking.
Taken for black ops. Taken in, yeah.
Yes.
If you ever wake up feeling like tired and stuff like that.
Every day.
Yeah. Or drugged or something where you can't wake up. You know
Yeah.
how that feels, like
Oh,
I
yes.
just can't get up. I'm so sleepy. Yeah. I get that too. That's like an energy rod. It can be this way too.
Nice.
Military abduction.
Yes.
That might be some insignia. I don't know. See?
Yeah. Hmm.
Might be something. Medicine keeper of the blue violet ray. Have you heard of the blue ray? You know, the star seeds or so that are the blue ray, that they carry the blue ray. You know, their auric field is blue ray or blue violet ray. Then they are here to change the game. You know, they activate people just with their presence, you know, or
Hmm.
they're the healers and shaman and intuitive empaths, and they absorb negative energy, and then they need time to themselves, a lot alone time to release it and charge back up, you know, and then they go back out and they're like a crystal, you know, how they absorb the energy around, and then you need time to yourself
Yes.
to release it. So that's kind of what the blue ray does. They're just here to kind of to do that. Smoky quartz.
Hmm.
UFO base. Yep. This says Mount Shasta base. So these are some military bases maybe that
Yes.
you visited.
Yes.
You receive universal information naturally. So if you're outside just walking, you know, on the ground barefoot, then just you can start asking for your guides to assist you, or your star family to assist you in remembering or receive um, information more openly, like
Mm-hmm.
you're ready, open the door so I can remember it, and you know, remember what's for my highest good, you know, like that.
Wow.
Sensitive to energies, chemicals, noise, and electricity. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's part of like the blue ray. You're sensitive to those, some of those or all of those.
I am.
Hmm. Yeah, I just seen you itching on something. Like if you was itching on, if something was like on you know, if the chemical was on your shirt, you know, like that. You used a different laundry soap or however, you know,
Yes.
vision. Creative and independent.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Very independent. Buy yourself something new. So if
Oh,
you're moving, whatever that might be, something that makes you feel good, you know. Raven Rock, that's a military base. They take a lot of us to do for the remote viewing and bilocate and remote influence. So this is gonna be some really like intense training, because we're
mm-hmm.
trained by reptilians and grays and mantis at this base. I'm sure a lot of bases too in the MILABS. Um, but the the remote viewing where the teacher is ET, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
it'd be like we're being taught by them to, so we'd be infused with their energy as well. So it'd be really intense training that we would do as in the MILABS, you know, in the astral or super soldier or the SSP. So kind of different
Yeah.
wherever that is. I'm sure multiple places though that we would be used for remote viewing, because I can see you as a remote viewer, and by locating where you would project your consciousness to another location, you know, and then be there as well, you know, but you're here, but then
Yeah.
so you can see in maybe into um another city or portal or wherever they're needing you to go to. Um, and then also remote influencing is, so they would give you like like a target, and then you would say, then they would tell you to make him think of oranges or something. So then he would start thinking of oranges. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
more sophisticated than that, of course. So
Wow.
yeah.
Interesting.
Take time to reflect and be alone and listen.
Hmm.
So I don't know if you have like a hammock or something where you could put outside, or something outside where you can just
I see that in the backyard lots.
yeah,
I don't have a hammock, but I
or
do
just
enjoy it.
something comfortable for you,
Yes.
Yeah. Indigo. Indigo adult. That's just very strong minded. Indigo is the color of the auric field too, the
Mm-hmm.
indigo. Sacral chakra. That's the creative energy.
Yeah.
And some information.
Hmm.
Seems like a formula.
Yes. And it's interesting with the blue in there.
Yeah. It's like mechanical or something, huh?
Mm-hmm.
See, intense energy. That's that I think that's that reptilian too, but it's the DNA,
Mm-hmm.
reptilian DNA. So you got super focus. You can focus like for long periods of time too on something. Like if you're sewing or if you're doing something like
Yes.
that, then you can sit and look at something and, you know, like if you're doing beadwork or something. I don't know about beadwork. That didn't match as much as sewing does, but you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
like something like that. Happiness and joy.
Hmm.
Stretch your muscles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Laying in bed, maybe doing some leg stretches or something, or calf stretches, or arms, shoulders, things like that. Boost self esteem. I think this is for all of us who, with the programming stuff, because they break us down and stuff. So we
Yeah.
stay in that program mindset so we don't break out of it. If we obey or if we stay at a low frequency. So this is just boosting your self esteem, by maybe doing what makes you happy, like that, like the happiness and joy, doing what
Yes.
makes you happy. Anubis connection. So this is going to be that dog man.
Hmm.
This says, I release unsupportive thoughts and feelings.
Hmm.
That feels good to
Yes.
release that unsupportive thoughts and feelings. Because I get all kinds of thoughts and, just I think it's programming trying to invade or something too, like just negative thoughts of things. And I'm
Oh,
just like, stop singing that song. I just think, because the lyrics aren't positive. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But
I
it's like a
definitely get
catchy
lots of
thing.
that.
Yeah. And I
I
think
mean,
I'm
I'm
not singing
aware
that
at a
one.
certain level that they're not mine, but
Yeah.
it takes me a while to fully recognize that
Yeah.
before.
I know it. See, yes, you're a seer.
Hmm.
Did you see my necklace? I have an eye
Oh
necklace.
yes, I have one of those too. Well, not
Yeah.
quite like that, but
Yeah. You love challenges. You like to challenge yourself, I think, with
yes.
I see you doing like a lot of gardening stuff and like that, like planting things. Maybe in your new place, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either because it's not something that I've.
You do?
Yeah, I would like to. I just don't. No,
Yeah, because you don't have time and stuff. That's like a
I don't have a
portal.
garden really either.
It's like a portal or
Yeah.
stargate. Seems like you can project your consciousness through that and then travel, to wherever, or even go through there. So that's all of those. So yeah, I know with the gardening it takes a lot because takes time and everything, and no
Yeah.
desire to want to do that too.
You have to have a lot of time, and
Yeah.
if you're not settled, or if you're kind of going away or whatever at times, then you
Right.
can't. When you have a garden, it's like having an animal.
Mhm. Yeah. Just have like plastic plants.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the next stick here. Quite a few cards wanting to come out again.
Oh, nice.
I just do it till it stops, really,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the information. So this is going to talk about the uh, type variants. These are the Sasquatch. This is type 3 variant. This is like the Dogman or Sasquatch or, canine, like
Mm-hmm.
bipedal. So this is a Sasquatch. Yep. Let's see, connect them with the Sasquatch. Like interdimensional, though. Just like you would be aware of it. Or be able to feel it, if it
Mm-hmm.
was near. Scorpio. There's another canine variant. This is like a timber wolf. Just
Interesting.
a wolf,
Mm-hmm.
So here's the Taurus.
Hmm.
I don't know. The energies, I guess, of those. 777.
Oh, nice.
The sex slave with the SSP.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. And here's the. Can you kind of see her? It's kind of glossy.
Yes. No, I can see it. Hmm. Interesting.
Maybe one of your aspects. She kind of reminds me of the teacher, like the maybe that one of her forms. The teacher on the moon.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like that, because her hair's really is just like that.
Uh,
But she
oh.
can shapeshift her face.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Wendigo.
Have not heard that word before.
It's like the cryptid, the cryptid creature.
Oh, okay.
Wendigos. They're like a dog, also. I think they can be. I think they was created by the Native Americans, or some of them are, as because you know how their land was taken over. So I think they
Yes.
created these beings as um, guardians or so to watch over the land when they're gone. Because a lot of the Wendigos, they it's like a cursed land after that, because their land was taken, or the grave was, how they had the mounds, and then they robbed the graves, and so inside the graves was maybe bones of the Native Americans. So these, I think they're protectors, the Wendigos.
Oh, okay.
Some of them, but not. I don't think it's for good. I think it's for getting revenge in some way, on some of them,
Hmm.
for
Yes.
their stuff being done. there's a portal.
Hmm.
Or the air element. That's your Libra, you know, the air element.
Yes. Hmm.
That's kind of a cool
Mm-hmm. It is.
license.
Those are so interesting.
Mm-hmm. Lots of information and downloads. Move on and let go.
Ah, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. These just numbers, you know. I don't think it's like evil. Some people still think that, but they're just,
Yes.
you know, you're getting all of them here.
Oh. Hmm.
And I think these are Arcturian.
Yes.
They have the big head, you know, the Arcturians do.
Mm-hmm.
They're good with healing. Hmm.
Hmm.
Seems like more on the base, you know, like with the programming and stuff.
Yes.
Scientists. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12.
Hmm.
See how some of them come out like just different. These are all done at different times, you know. The I'll I'll stop drawing and then pick up, you know, later, you
Mm-hmm.
know, so different information.
Wow.
There does seem different, huh?
Yes, they do.
They seem more highly intelligent, like you know, maybe maybe like a insectoid or something, or maybe this one seems maybe like a reptilian or like something like that. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know what that.
doesn't know either. Interesting.
Kind of think of like a salamander. You know how the
Mhm.
salamander looks like that?
Yeah.
And the mantis, praying mantis. This one seems like a teacher, like friendly.
Yes.
There. And now the big cards. Got the big ones and then the little what should
Yeah.
I call these in here? I can't think of a name to call the
Yeah.
little trinket things, you know? I
Trinkets.
can't
The little
yeah,
trinkets.
yeah. I have more room to draw on these bigger ones, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. But I just use the note cards so I don't feel bad if I mess up. I just throw it away and start over, you know, with that.
Yes, they're easier to work with.
Yeah. I think that one with the salamander, the other one was a Syrian.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do it this way so it comes out.
Wow.
I don't know if you've seen the show Fringe.
Fringe. No, but I think I have heard of it.
Yeah, it's really good. I think you'd like that. It's a series that it's on Freevee on like the Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
There's some codes.
Nice.
They seem nice, joyful. Oh,
Yeah.
this is good. I like this one. You are good enough.
Oh,
I like how that feels.
yes.
Oh, the valiant Thor. That's like with the Venus, you know, um, the stranger at the White House or something. You know that he came to visit. He's from Venus.
Hmm.
It's an alien that came to visit the White House, and I think it was in the 50s. I think in the 50s, and they didn't believe they didn't take his advice. I think it was the Eisenhower era.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ant beings.
Hmm. Yeah, I've had a few ants around.
Yeah. The lone wolf.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, this is a base.
Wow.
Like an underground, you know?
Mhm.
That's the surface and then the
Yes.
underground area. Oh, the Project Blue Book. Have you seen that the TV series Project Blue Book? You'd like
No,
that, I think.
no, I
It,
have not.
it's really good.
Ooh.
Nice, huh?
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
Maybe that's helping you with clearing.
Yeah.
It's my kitty. Just came in. This seems fast.
Yes.
Like a ship or something, huh?
Yeah.
Telekinesis.
Hmm.
So you'd be able to move objects with your thought. This is psychic spy right here. Psychic. Oh, that kind of. Look how it changes,
Yes.
huh?
Yes.
Like a code or something. That was like like
Mm-hmm.
a code or something going.
Yes.
Sleep study. So I don't know if you've done anything with that, like a sleep study, or maybe they did that to one of your clones, like just doing like a sleep. Um, while the clone was asleep, then they do experiments on the clone, with different things,
Things.
sound, chemicals, seeing how you react. They did that in Canada with the I forgot the name of that place. It was like a mental. It wasn't a mental institution though. There was like a hospital where they would send, like, if the women had um depression or
Mm-hmm.
migraines, then they were sent to this. I think it was the Allen Institute or something,
Hmm.
or
I haven't heard
doc,
of it.
there was like Dr. Cameron was the doctor there, Dr. Cameron, and he would put the patients in a sleep state for like a month, and I guess reprogram their thinking with sound, tones, words, like saying different things. So I think a lot of those were sleeper agents too, because they were programming them to be activated as well, with a certain frequency. So
Oh,
there's
wow.
all different kinds of things going on with that. But a lot of those patients, they came back and they weren't any better after that. After they woke up for like a month of not, being asleep, they weren't any better, at all.
Wow.
Or some of them had
Yeah.
lobotomies done, and then they weren't any better. They just regressed to like a child, you know. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
Night terrors. Yes. Okay.
I don't. Do you have those, or
Yeah, I think so.
it could be like just a bad dream too, or
Yes.
something like that might take you all day to process, you know, which I'm sure you're used to some of them by now, but you know, it sometimes probably takes all day to come out of the funk, you know?
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it does.
Mhm. Here's another canine variant. This is a hyena type.
Oh,
So
okay.
lots of dogmen. Maybe you're programming them and as well, you know, maybe creating new forms of them and or studying them, you know, as one of your aspects. Maybe military aspect. Because I think they're sent out in the military, the dogmen. This a
Yes.
being like maybe like a teacher or something.
Oh, yes. That looks like a teacher
Hmm.
energy.
And here's that cat. This is the cat that kind of
Oh,
not exactly, but you know, it's like a
yeah.
with the ears and stuff. Like I think the cats are called the Carcal, Carcal. Those kinds of cats with the big ears, you know, and they how they can hear. But this would be like one of your aspects, you know, but it's bipedal, a bipedal form of you, you know. So
You
my
said
hair
it's
blew in my
spelled
face right there.
Carcal?
Yeah.
Carcal?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's they're like the cat that's and it can jump up really high, you know, but this would be that DNA, so you would be like in a bipedal form of like where you could walk, you know, like a humanoid form.
Wow.
They have that characteristic of
Mm-hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Lots of information there.
Lots of information there.
Mhm. Yeah. And this one, I'm not sure what you think about this one. I think it might be like a mantis.
Yes.
Seems like a programmer or something.
Yes.
Oh, the Mars ant.
Maybe.
So maybe you've interacted with the Mars ant beings as a super soldier, or even studied them, or went into their colony or so on Mars and studied them or lived with them. Because I can see you studying things more than anything, like taking record of how they live, what they eat, what they do, you know, for the records for the military, so
Yeah.
they know about that race. I can see you doing that's something a researcher, you know.
Hmm.
This seems hmm. Sometimes they change. Sometimes I think it's one thing, and then I hold it up, and it's
Changes.
something different, you know. Like because it kind of seems like it's a tall gray.
Yes. Hmm.
It seems like ancient symbols, maybe some on like the trees or something. How they would have ancient symbols and stones
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. Oh, here's the moon base.
Hmm.
So that's confirmation.
Yes.
There's some more dog men. There's dogs.
Hmm.
You can see how their attitude is very precise and all that, you know.
Yes.
They're like alien dogs, you know. They're not I don't think they're that friendly. So maybe you interact with them like in the base and stuff too, you know. They might be with you helping you with the DNA and stuff with
Yes.
seems like a chip like an implant or a chip programming, you know, something
Mm-hmm.
like that's a chip and then you're programming these things into the chip and then you would insert it into the like if it was a dog or whatever you're creating, like insert that programming into the to the being, you know.
Wow.
Project Surrogate is going to be that where the mothers were you know, there's like you were implanted with an embryo of, you know, could be like one of the German soldiers
Mhm.
or German or however. So it's like a German program, the Project Surrogate was. And then they would have the baby, and then the baby's taken and then put into the military family and raised by the German, so, you know, high ranking officials or however, and put through the programs and, you know, taught to be very militant and
Yeah.
all that with the Germans. So that happened. So I don't know how you feel with that. So now here's the last of them. Shake it up really good. There's quite a lot of information, huh?
It is. It is a lot.
But it's good to record it so you can go back and watch it too, you know?
Definitely. I have to listen to things several times before I
Me
kind of
too. I
can
definitely
sometimes
do.
grasp.
Yeah. There's some of them just symbols.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
This is kind of different. I don't know.
That is different.
I didn't, nothing came to me with that. So, well, let's see.
Hmm. Interesting symbols for sure.
Yeah. Lighthouse. Your lighthouse.
Hmm.
Seems like a portal.
Yes.
Might go this way.
Hmm.
Number 19.
19. Interesting number. 19.
Twin flame.
Hmm.
And then the last one, Karuna Reiki.
Oh.
That's what we've been doing, huh?
Yeah.
So maybe all the symbols were infused with that Karuna Reiki, you know, like that.
Yes.
So that's the reading there.
Oh,
Do you want
that's
me to
so
stop the recording so we can talk then
sure.
about it? There, okay.
Sure. That's so amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for doing the reading with me. I appreciate it. Right.